There's something deeply calming about restoring an old, forgotten tool, and this time it's a rusty bread cutter, once part of someone's cozy morning routine. Years of neglect, moisture, and air have eaten away at the metal, leaving behind thick layers of rust and a handle frozen in place. But as the saying goes, every old thing has a story, and every story deserves a second chance. The video begins with the cutter lying on the workbench, dull and corroded. The metal looks rough, almost flaky, as if it might crumble with a touch. The handle is covered in grime, the screws jammed tight. You can hear the faint metallic clinks as the restorer examines it carefully. That signature ASMR moment when you can almost feel the texture through sound. Then starts the cleaning process. A small tub is filled with cola, known for its mild acidic properties that help dissolve rust. The cutter is gently placed inside, and the bubbles immediately start doing their work. The sound of fizzing fills the air, soft, continuous, like 1,000 tiny whispers cleaning away the past. A few minutes later, a viewer's comment appears on screen, M3WZN. Add some baking soda to the cola to get out the rust so effectively. Taking that advice, the restorer adds a generous spoon of baking soda to the cola bath. The reaction intensifies instantly. Foam builds up, bubbles rise faster, and the liquid turns a rusty orange as years of corrosion begin to lift away. This part is both science and ASMR perfection, the mix of chemistry, sound, and visual satisfaction. After soaking, the cutter is removed and wiped down. Already, patches of clean metal peek through. Now comes the scrubbing stage, using a wire brush to remove the remaining rust. Well, each stroke echoes with that crisp metallic rhythm that ASMR fans love. Dust and rust flakes scatter like tiny sparks, and with every movement, more of the blade's true shine emerges. But the transformation doesn't stop there. The bread cutter is now placed against a rotating polishing machine, similar to a rigmarole or sanding wheel. The circular motion, the hum of the motor, and the gentle resistance of metal on metal create a mesmerizing soundscape. The once brown surface turns silver as the friction polishes away decades of decay. Light begins to reflect off the blade, a sight that feels both satisfying and symbolic. Next, the restorer carefully oils the moving parts and sharpens the blade just enough for smooth cutting. The handle is cleaned separately. The old wooden grip is sanded, polished, and given a thin coat of protective oil to bring back its warm tone. Slowly, the tool that once looked destined for the trash begins to resemble something brand new. In the final sequence, the cutter is fully reassembled. It's tested by slicing through a loaf of fresh bread, clean, smooth, effortless. The sound of the blade cutting through the crust, followed by a soft thud as it hits the board, is pure ASMR gold. The camera pans over the restored cutter, gleaming under the workshop lights, every detail visible, every curve shining. You can't help but feel a sense of calm pride watching something old and worn brought back to life. It's not just a metal tool anymore. It's a reminder that with patience and care, even the most forgotten things can be revived. This restoration is more than cleaning and polishing, it's a story of transformation. A perfect mix of craftsmanship, chemistry, and ASMR therapy, showing that beauty can exist even in rust, if you just take the time to bring it back.